Hey guys, this is What If. Welcome back to NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup season mode for race 15 and 34. We have a normal intro because things are almost kind of going back to somewhat normal. We're losing races. We're not being as destructively dominant. It's insane. 2-race losing streak. That has not happened since Thunder 03. So, I mean, it's going to probably end today at Sonoma, but, at least we can enjoy the ride. So, paint scheme. We're with that car, which I actually own, and it's a nice looking car. I will say, this feels so much different than the Truex one in terms of weight. Like, that kind of has a little bit of weight. You can feel like there's something to it. This is like a tank. Oh my god. Just on another level of quality. But we got that car. I have to have stuff near me, almost like as teddy bears or plushies or something to keep me insane. Keep me sane in this series. Not insane. I mean, I'm insane a lot of the time, but yeah. Anyways, there's really not a whole lot else to show, so we'll just get into it. Thank you to my two Patreon people as well as my YouTube members support channel, pursuit of early access videos, as well as channel emails when I stream. Thank you for what you guys do. Let's get into it. Bill Weber, narrate the race, please.
The wine country of California seems an unlikely host for the NASCAR Nextel Cup Series, but like a fine wine, the racing and the racers here in Sonoma have gotten better with age. EA Sports welcomes you to Infineon Raceway and the Dodge Save Mart 350, where the difference between the whiners and the winners might just be some good breaks.
Good introduction. I like that. I like the whiners and winners thing. Sonoma wine and double entendre with stuff. I like that. Car setup, it's just default. In fact, the default's just pretty damn good here, so I don't really think I need to make any adjustments. So we're going to do qualifying, and we're going to be on pole like usual. You know what's really weird is, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it in this series, but the gamepad viewer only works with it works very consistently, and it never has any disconnect issues on the Streamlabs OBS, but on the regular OBS it has issues. In fact, running this game through the Dolphin emulator on OBS, regular one, it just refuses to work properly, which is really weird. I don't understand that, but thankfully using Streamlabs OBS with Dolphin emulator doesn't just break everything like I was doing with the PCXS2. Maybe it's just maybe that emulator is just a lot harder on the computer maybe than Dolphin. I don't really know. Maybe. I have no idea, but interesting. At least from my experience, that's what it is. That should be a pretty casual pull as per tradition with this game, and it is 1:12.6. That is crushing it. Damn near 2 seconds, so yeah, not shocked. I do got to be careful on the start here, though, because the AI get a lot of speed up the hill. For what reason, I truly don't know, and I would love to just block them, but if they run into me, the AI, or my car will just kind of stop. It's weird. So I'm going to try to not have that happen. Thankfully, this car has good acceleration. We can just power off the corner. And now we don't have to worry about that. Well, they're still going to probably try to pass me, but no, we're good. All right, that was really the only scariest part, and I expected that to be a lot more harder. But now we don't have anything to worry about. Something too with this track, since most of the tracks in this game are pretty similar to Thunder 04, maybe some of the billboards and stuff changed. That was kind of a not ideal angle in that last corner, but I think most of the layouts and everything is the same. Maybe the track layout, logo placements are different, but the curves are a lot more pronounced here. That's one of noticing patterns I've seen. They've added visible curves so we can go over them. It's an actual curve, so that's one of the big differences. So it's interesting. That's really about the only visual difference with this track compared to Thunder 04. Just more pronounced curves. That's it. Anyways, we're pulling away. This is, I don't know if we're gonna get to 50-second lead like we had in Thunder 04 or something, but it's going to be a big old hefty one, at least for this game standards. It might be the biggest margin of victory of this entire season. barring we don't get any weird yellows or anything, which it's Sonoma, so it's possible we can get a weird AI yellow. I don't think my emulator really likes that part of the track. That's like the first time anywhere where it chugs, or it's not even like it chug. Maybe it does chug, but like the sound just gets laggy or distorted. I didn't know I was playing some like Slenderman ARG type of shit here, but I kind of like it. Anybody know Marble Hornets? That was a good series. That was kind of like the series to like pioneer the Slenderman like ARG series. ARG is like alternate reality game. So that's a good one. I'm gonna be pitting this lap. I think we got halfway on fuel right when the lap starts, so I don't know if we really could have made it to the end without pitting, but I think the AI will do that. And also I think our car is just so fast naturally, I think we could probably get away with it, so yeah. Didn't need to downshift into first. Actually, we could go way a lot faster. I keep thinking it's 40. I'm thinking of NASCAR way, maybe. But, yeah, 4 tires and fuel, and then that's it. That's going to be 15-2, so pit crew nailed their estimated time. Can't even argue with that. Good on them. Now we just have to wait for everything to cycle through, which hopefully it should normally. Kind of banking on that to happen, because if not, then this entire race is going to be all for naught, but our car is pretty damn fast, so we should be able to make up some of these spots. So, I was practicing. I didn't even do a full practice race. So I'm not a pro gamer on the art of passing here. But I'm going to try. More people pitting. If we can just get a top 10, that's all I care about, because I want that top 10 streak to continue for the rest of the series somehow. It'll probably fall apart at Homestead or something tragic, but for now, we're in a top 10. So if something happens, I think also caution laps count with the race length we have, so that's also not good, because the race could, in theory, end. Can the lag stop as I'm like mid-drifting, please? That would be really appreciated, because it's getting really bad here. For what reasons, I don't know. But the game is just, in this, I guess it's just this track. It just really hates loading it. It's been terrible when I'm around other cars too, which is terrible because I'm trying to make a pass, or try to set up and make a pass, and I have the game like chug, so it makes everything so much harder. Also, Casey Mears just casually in the top 10. Nice to see. Happy. All right, that might have been the last of everyone pitting. So I guess we'll see where this. We should have a pretty big lead. Got some nose damage with the Kevin Harvick thing, so that's not great. Did I see Jeff Gordon in an alternate paint scheme? That's a nice looking alternate paint scheme. It's good looking. So how big of a lead do we have? I don't think it's going to be any 50 seconds of nonsense, but it looks pretty meaty. So big the leaderboard had to load the interval. Okay, 14 seconds. Okay, that's about where it was when it's still loading it. It's so big it has to process it because I'm just that amazing. 18 seconds. I guess that is the definitive gap. Man, this would be the point where I would say I would need a new PC to fix these issues, but is it really worth investing like $2,000 on a PC for a series that's going to be going on for another less than 20 parts, and then after that not really doing much beyond it? Is it really worth the investment? I don't personally think so. At least not anymore. White flag's out of this extremely laggy, earth-shatteringly bad race where I don't know why it's getting worse as the race has gone on. I don't know if it's just I really don't understand it. I'm sure there's some technical information, comprehension, scientific logic behind it that could explain it, but I don't have that capability. I was thinking maybe we would win this race by maybe 30 seconds based on how we had like a 14, 15 second lead before halfway, but I was a little bit wrong. Just so that upsets me. That somehow the second half of the run hasn't been nearly as fast, but it's kind of hard to run really well when it's lagging, and I swear it's messing up my corner entries and stuff, so I'm going to blame it on that, because that is annoying to deal with. Just lag in any video game just has to follow me. Heat 5 with the stuttering thing to the point where I couldn't even do online races because it just would literally wreck people because of it, which made me perform worse, which was annoying because anytime moves would stream Heat 5, I couldn't do it really because that would happen, so that was annoying. But we're gonna win this very weird race. That was very easy too. I don't know what to say about that. It was definitely different, but I don't know if that's the type of different I want. So we win by 24 seconds. Goddamn, that's definitely our biggest margin of victory that we'll have in the rest of the season. So we led 11 of the 13 laps, and Newman led the other 2. Jimmy gets third. Just continues to not win, which is I love to see. Stewart 4th, Junior 5th after starting 5th. Rusty, good run for him. I saw Mears was up there too, I think. No? I guess he pitted? Yeah, I guess he pitted. Okay, well that's disappointing. We didn't lap anyone. So, it was a little bit harder than Thunder 04, so bravo to that little, I'll give him a little bit of golf clap. Greg Biffle, shailing his Thunder 04 AI stats there. His AI was terrible in Thunder 03 and, well, Thunder 04 and Thunder 05, NASCAR 05. They finally fixed the NASCAR 06, thank God. Finished second in points there, and it was a real championship threat, and then the AI would make a run. Like, that would be a bad look. But then again, is it not much of a worse look than making Mark Martin, who was like 4th or 5th in points type of driver, to then, well, with the chase. I mean, either regardless, top 10 point driver, make him run like freaking 35th. That's also a disservice. That could be a whole other video just talking about AI drivers relative to how they ran in like the video games versus real life and how accurate or way off they are, because Biffle should not be running like 35th in Thunder 04. That is terrible. I don't know. Rant over. There's nothing else to talk about with this race. Let's look at the interval, see where that puts it. All right, so that puts it. Oh boy, second all time. My face cam's blocking it, but yeah, second all time. It even beats Thunder 03 Sonoma, so that's neat. Welcome 05 to the top 10. This might be the first and only time it's going to happen this season, but it's there. Yay. And we get our typical trophy. It says 2003 on the frickin' trophy. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's like NASCAR Heat 5 copying NASCAR Heat 4 generic trophies level of lazy. Lazy with that. Even if the trophy's the same, can't you just frickin' change that's lazy. I'm not a fan of that. That's gross. So point standings, we gained Tony a little bit, but he's trying. Dale Jr.'s 3rd. And much of this top 10 is the same. Casey Kane still hanging out in 10th. I think Rusty gained on Kane a little bit. I think the gap was maybe 60 points. Now it's down to 43. So Rusty's closing in. I'll be really sad if Kane chokes not only a win, but chokes out of the chase. Just like real life. That's sad. Bobby Labonte's actually... No, he's like almost 100 points out. So he's kind of also far out. Vickers, I think, is officially one race behind. So... like 168. So it's really just between Rusty, Kane, Harvick. That's really it for now. So okay, that's it. I think we'll have bonus race time, so we'll throw that in too. With bonus race time, we got Daytona. So I will make an exception to our usual paint scheme like rotation. I will break it like how we did with Thunder 04. I do want to run this paint scheme with the Coke, well, the Pepsi 400, that's what it's called back then. And they ran that, bunch of cars ran it, so I want to do that. I will break the tradition. I want to go with that for this race. Because I think it's a cool car, and I think it's going to look cool at night, and anyway, all that. So, we'll break the, yeah. That's it. We're going to get into it. Bill Weber, take it from here and see what he has to say.
Twice a year, NASCAR pays a visit to the sandy shores of Florida. But while the fans might enjoy a day at the beach, The stars of the Nextel Cup Series must work at night, under the lights at the Daytona International Speedway. There will be plenty of fireworks as EA Sports presents the Pepsi 400.
Oh yeah, I forgot since I want to race, the lights go off in the room. I did forget, but I caught it. So yeah, good introduction, no problems. We're gonna qualify, start on pole, and on all the shebang. Weird that we're not on the pole on the first lap. That's like maybe the only time in this entire season where that's been challenged, but we should get it on the second lap. That should be pole. Usually the second lap's a lot faster than the first. By 0.2, but that was the difference. So, yeah, that's good. Who's starting second? Oh, it's Dale Jr. Oh, DEI is second and third. That's adorable. I forgot to put my gamepad thing on. Whoops, I gotta do that. My controller went off. What was that about? Is it good? Okay, that was weird. It just... This happened a long time ago when I first started using it, so why did it shut it off? I don't understand that. I don't know, but either way, here we are. I'm assuming we're gonna probably, you know, die when we hit 4th gear. That'll probably be the most interesting part of this entire race is this initial start. Because, I mean, I could block. That could probably help. But we'd lose like a second of speed when we get to 4th gear, which is really stupid. So, yeah, I would say that seemed alright, but we'll just block Junior a little bit. You know, casual blocking on lap 1 unnecessarily. Just need to get the car up to speed a little more, which it's just about there. And I shouldn't have even tried blocking up high, yeah. Yeah, shouldn't have even tried. But we'll get the lead back, though. Now the car is fully up to speed. It's terrible how bad it is. But this is like the first lap Michael Waltrip's going to lead in this season for sure. I don't know how much he even led in Thunder 04. But there we go. We'll get by him here. And now we'll just do some casual blocking. Shouldn't be too hard. I'm just kind of thinking of this now, but I guess Coca-Cola C2 just wasn't a brand that lasted very long because I hardly remember it ever existing. So, yeah. Someone's going to Wikipedia it about the Coca-Cola C2 and someone's going to actually Coca-Cola C2 was and they're going to like link it and they're going to be copying. They're going to be like no better than Darian, who's a Wikipedia thief expert. I don't know. That's a funny meme that I'm amazed that's like a thing. Is it like me? Is me saying Kurt drove the 97 car in 2004 a Wikipedia stat? It probably is, so we're all just inherently Wikipedia thieves. Well, that was something. Something happened behind me. We'll be pitting next time by the way. I'm just going to stay right behind Robbie Gordon. There's no need to try to pass him. We're pitting this lap. But yeah, standard 4 tire stop. I'm going to brake early here. Try to not skirt the tires too much. 70 miles an hour. Beautiful. Nobody went down pure with me, so that's a little bit concerning. So, it's concerning. I'm a little scared. That's going to be 14.9 flat. Good job, pit crew. Hooray to that. Now we'll just see where everything cycles through. I'm a little concerned just being the only car down pit road. We're not going to have much of an advantage. I don't know. I mean, guess we'll just wait and see. Don't know why the car is like bobbling on the apron like that. It's weird. That's it. That's all I have. That's my commentary. It's weird. All these cars leaving pit road. I think Jimmy Johnson's up there. That is for position. We should at least be pretty close to him just to draft. So we got that. I hope. Okay, yeah, we were in this draft. All right. Barely. But we're in it nonetheless. So that'll be good. So we can latch onto him and kind of keep the speed up. Once again, I don't want him getting his first career win in this entire series. So I want to keep that going. We've gone this far. It needs to happen. We need Jimmy Johnson to be an embarrassment in this universe. In comparison to his real life stats. I know someone's going to be like, oh, but Jimmy's running really good this timeline. I know, but in comparison, it's bad. But we're using the draft. I think we're actually to probably cycle out relatively okay, considering everything, so. We got a good suck, cut down low. Jimmy does a petty-ass block. That's stupid. That's really stupid. Actually damaged my hood because of that. Alright, we'll get another nice run here. No problems passing them. Dale Jr.'s leading that big train of cars. We should cycle out ahead of him. Joe Nemechek's up there, too. That's interesting. And that's Vickers' alternate paid scheme. Love to see it. And yeah, alright. Back into lead. The field's pretty thinned out, so makes it easier for me to block. So hooray to pit stop cycles that are green flag. Well, that's just funny now. Jim John being a complete embarrassment in his timeline once again, hitting the outside wall of Daytona like an absolute scrub. It's kind of sad Jeff Gordon's not in the mix of any of this, since he did win this race in real life. But at least Dale Jr.'s up there. So we got one of them. Dale Jr. one of the few people to actually just, get around me on the outside, and I didn't really have help. In fact, Jim John's actually working against me, so that's kind of fitting. I wouldn't want to help me too with all the insults I've slung at him, so appropriate. I should have blocked a little more, but I just really thought, I was going to get the draft from behind, the arrow push, and just get on by. But Junior by himself is doing really, really good. But yeah, after that now, that kind of scared me, so we're going to go back to blocking. White flags out, and we only really have a couple cars to worry about with blocking. Does seem like we gain like a tenth on the front straightaway for whatever the reason. It's weird, but it happens. It looks like Harvick's trying to be into this mix. Just got to do some casual blocking here. Let's get the arrow push from Jimmy. I thought I'd have to worry about blocking Newman, but that momentum, that bubble of air that catapults us about 210, so they're gonna probably get a run like up off turn 4. So it's a little scary. They might be trying to set me up here. I don't know if the AI is that smart, but they're trying. Yeah, Jim John tried. Nope. No, you're not getting your first win, bud. Nope. Try again. Try again, Jim John. It's my win. Suck it. It's bigger interval than the 500 at least. Take a look at the results here real quick. We led 13 of the 19 laps. Dale Jr. led one kind of right at the end with like 3 to go. So yeah, Harvick led a couple during the pit cycle. Michael Waltrip led one on the first lap, which, man, he did not have much of a showing after that start of the race. 17th after starting third. Casey Mears started 36th and got to 18th. That's impressive. Rusty Wallace, Joe Nemechek, he started exactly where he qualified. Same with Jeff Gordon, weirdly enough. And kind of a shocker to see Marlin up there, but his AI is usually pretty good at these types of tracks, so not surprising. Dale Jarrett 6th. He did win the Bud Shootout in 2004. So, yeah. It's kind of funny. Dale Jarrett really hadn't had a winless season if you factor in the Bud Shootout. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that counts. I'm going to count for Dale Jarrett, but I'm not going to count for Logano because fuck Logano. But, yeah. Well, there we go. We got to punch that interval in and see where that puts it. It might be in the top 5 closest of this saga. So with that finish, I'm assuming it's at 97. It's our 4th closest finish. So, I guess technically 6 races or finishes where it's a 1/10 of a second or lower, or a 100th. I don't know, but so there's that. Funny how Rockingham is in that equation. You would think it'd be all plate tracks, but nope, Rockingham's in there. Same with Lowe's. Weird. You would that's 2 of the 4 are not plate tracks. Interesting. Anyways, let's get out of here. Are we gonna get a misinformed trophy? Just says Daytona, Pepsi 400 champion. No wrong years. So, all right. And that was Daytona. The next race is Chicagoland, which I remember that track being a big problem. So that might be just one race in that next episode. Because I remember that being stupid. I don't know if it's as stupid as Kansas. It might be as dumb as Kansas. I don't know. I guess I'll figure that out when I practice. But yeah, we gained more points on Stewart. I'm sure. Yep. Dale Jr. He's actually reeling in Stewart after that one. So good for him. Jimmy 6th, Gordon 7th, Kane still 10th. Rusty lost a little bit of points, I think, but nothing too bad. He's still kind of in there. Kane's one DNF has completely derailed his chase hopes because he was like 6th at one point, so it just like all fell apart for him when that one blow up. Probably Labonte still like 137 out, so he's still under one full race. Vickers, I think, is actually one race behind. Well, 180, so yeah, he's officially one race behind. So Bobby Labonte now is kind of now in this mix somewhat. Instead of just one person out of the top 10, now it's technically 2. So there's that. And I think with that, we'll wrap things up. Big shout out to my Tier 3 Patreon supporters: Dave Farn, Champ 15, Kamikazegames, Bailey Carey, Mexican Lake 1986, Jason Hellman, and my name is John for support. Again, I appreciate what you guys do for my channel every single month. It's always appreciated, always goes a long ways. So just thank you as always for the continued support. See you all next episode as we're halfway through the season, which felt like it came and went very quickly. It's starting to sink in that like we're nearing the end of this a little bit. But next race, we'll go with the One Piece Odyssey car. It's a good looking scheme. I'm sure that'll look really good being all beat up possibly. But I had the same hopes for Dover being an absolute disaster, and it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought. So maybe I could be wrong. I don't know, but I guess we'll find out. Anyways, I'm done. See you all next race, video, whatever. See you all later. As always, have a good day, everyone.